I'd be going for Zhang. I think Zhang's just better. Like, he's just a lot better boxer, uh, better puncher, I would say as well. Uh, I think Zhang would stop him early. Wilder from a few years ago, maybe a different story, but the Wilder that boxed Zhang against Wilder that boxed Parker against the Zhang that boxed Parker, I think there's only one winner in that Zhang. I think Zhang's really good, really dangerous. He can box. He's huge. He's tough. He just seems to be let down a little bit by a lack of whatever it may be, stamina, fitness. But he's very good. I would avoid him at all costs if I was a heavyweight at the top level. I'm not interested in that right hook at all.
I think it's a good fight. Probably be a close fight, but I think with Wilder, what probably hurt him a lot in his last fight was that he has been so inactive. So hopefully now, when he's had a fight, 12 rounds with Parker, that he come back and look better. And if he does, I think he can knock Zhang out. But Zhang is also dangerous, and if he lands on Wilder and can take it to Wilder, then Zhang can win. But if I would have to pick someone, I'd probably go with Wilder.
Obviously spoke to him in the build-up last time we were doing the press stuff in Saudi, and he looks great, ready to go. Get into him this week, make sure he's up for it, which he will be. His career's on the line, like Zhilei Zhang, at the high level of the sport, and I think you're going to see a brutal performance from him.
I would still say Wilder's a favourite, and he can't. If his last fight, it was horrendous, wasn't he? I mean, he looked a shot fighter. He looked as though their fights against Tyson took a bang out of him. And even when he landed in Joe, there didn't seem to be that same element of nastiness in it. I'd still say he's slightly favourite because he can punch, but can he still punch at the same level as he used to? I don't know. And Zhang's good for 4 rounds, isn't he? 5 rounds. I mean, but again, Wilder's not a very good boxer. He's a puncher. That's what he is. Somebody's getting knocked out. That's for sure. Because see, if they don't get knocked out, the two of them will be on it. The two of them will be blowing out their arse, crawling it. After it could end up a right horrible looking fight after 6 rounds. Because neither know how to get on their toes, box and create openings. They're just punchers. Well, Zhang does to an extent, but like I say, his engine's horrendous.
I personally think it is. You got 2 people that's going to knock each other out, and then you got 2 people that just lost to the same guy because they didn't do nothing. Like, I don't want to say they didn't do anything, but they didn't do enough to secure. Like, Zhang dropped Parker, but he didn't do enough to secure the fight. Like, he just, after he knocked him down, it's kind of like he gave up. I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy watching it. Because I'm screaming at him like, damn, you got to at least punch back. You just sitting there now being a punching bag. I don't understand this. So, and then kind of for the Wilder too. Wilder, a couple rounds he showed that he could punch, but it was like he was going through something mentally in the ring. Like he wouldn't punch. And I can't even really say he got beat up because it really wasn't like he got hit a lot. He was like Parker was fighting his arms most of the fight. He was just moving out the way, running. So I don't know. It was a little weird.
Honestly, I think Deontay Wilder should win it. The thing is with Wilder, he's got to have self-belief to throw that punch with power that knocks people unconscious. And he just looks like he's kind of lost a bit of a. He's not backing himself as much as he used to, as much as he was. Certainly in the Fury fights. And Zhang can plod forward and he can walk you down and he can make you look bad and he can tie you up and it can make it a very ugly fight and he could really exhaust Deontay Wilder. But if Wilder's on his toes and he's not trying to outpoint Zhang, I think he can land punches and really hurt him. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a decision, but it wouldn't surprise me if Wilder wins because he's put Zhang on the floor a couple of times.
I could see him, hitting them and giving them some tough rounds. I think Deontay Wilder should try to jump on him. We know Zhang is getting up there in age, and he paces himself very well. So I think if Deontay Wilder just kind of uses his energy and jumps on him early and makes it a rough dog fight, as we know he is a dog. I think that it would be a good night for Deontay.
It might be a masterstroke that Eddie's made him captain, because obviously if you check the rules out, you get double the points, and it may really spur Deontay Wilder on to perform, look good, get the knockout, get double points. I'm excited to see, because I don't particularly know how much Zhang's got left. That was a performance against Parker where he should have won. I mean, he didn't put his foot on the gas. It was ridiculous. So we'll have to wait and see.
Deontay Wilder struggles with himself when he tries to box, right? Do you. Just go and do you. And I believe that if Deontay Wilder does himself, then he's going to chop Zhilei Zhang down. But if he doesn't, then Zhilei Zhang, who can literally punch hard, will knock him spark out.
Such an incredible style matchup. I can't really figure it out. Probably the two biggest punchers in the division. Probably the two biggest punchers going against each other. I mean, you'd fancy old Wilder to KO Zhang in the second half of the fight as Zhang gets slower and slower, which was, when Joe was going to fight Zhang, that was our plan. We thought we'd get to him late. You saw Zhang Parker. Zhang, I think, connected with the no punches in the last round. His fitness, his resilience dropped off towards the end of the fight. So I'd say old Wilder v Zhang ends this late as Zhang tends to tire. What's Wilder's chin like? Well, we know he's been dropped by Tyson Fury, but I don't know. With the current Zhang we've got, I'm not sure about Wilder. Zhang could end it early. So it's a phenomenal fight. It's an absolutely phenomenal fight to watch. And I hate to be on the fence here, but it's very, very difficult. I'd probably move towards Zhang, actually. I'd move towards Zhang in that fight. I think Zhang gets beaten. The boxer that beat Zhang is a good technical boxer. That's why Parker won. He can box to instructions. That's why Parker beat Wilder. He's a tremendous technical boxer under Andy Lee. I don't think Wilder's that guy. I think probably Zhang gets to him.